Here's the problem. We've been talking about stocks that we like a lot, with the possible exception at the top of the show with Roynet, where we both felt they were a little bit staid and not necessarily due for some kind of hotness explosion. Chris, the difficulty here is that we actually give effect to our trades on the Global Trader platform, and there's a problem insofar as the derivative-based trading that we want to do with contracts for difference are mostly only offered on the larger, better capitalized stocks, which sounds like it's a massive problem, but at some level you got to understand that derivative trading is only really something you can do when the underlying stock is liquid, where there are plenty of buyers and sellers and there's plenty of obvious price discovery. So this sector that we like, which is broadly speaking the whole kind of infrastructure development, industrial supply, electrical supply type space, we are not in a position to be long any of those others except Roynet. What I want to point out is we are in fact long of Bidvest already, and Bidvest, whilst it's obviously a much bigger, larger, diversified industrial holding group, does have assets like these sort of more or less variously inside of its portfolios, because it's involved with distribution, it's involved with warehousing and electrical components and all the other things. They own Voltex and so on, which is similar to CBI. So the feeling that I had in terms of trade of the day was to say, yes, we like that space, but let's stick with Bidvest, which is currently trading around sort of 214, 215 Rand a share. I'm sensing that Bidvest is the kind of stock that a well-established conservative fellow like yourselves is going to be in favor of.
Oh, no, absolutely. And I can remember a time not so long ago, about a year, 18 months ago, sitting at a presentation that Brian Joffe gave. And the nice thing about a real presentation other than the webcast is you can chat to the people afterwards. And one of the more prominent guests there said, this thing is going to go through 200 rands in the next 6 months. Just watch it. And when he spoke, people tend to take notice. And it went straight through. No problem at all. Sitting around, what, 230 rands?
Yeah, it sort of popped here, which must have been in about sort of August or so last year and hasn't looked back since. Yeah.
It's interesting. Yes, it's a GDP stock in the sense that it's got a lot of things like the motor side, for example, tied and the other stuff we've been touching on this evening. But it's also got that overseas component, which is very, very significant these days. So all in all, a great mix.
And it's reached the point now where scale-wise it starts to become interesting. Being as diversified as it is, that maybe some shareholder dynamics could lead to some value unlock.